We are back at full strength, and today is Kyle De Silva's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Applause.
You're welcome for being born, everybody.
This is the 1 year anniversary of our worst episode ever.
That is true,
I
yeah.
always scroll
On
down
his
to
birthday?
Yeah, my birthday.
The title literally
That's funny.
goes, Happy Birthday, Kyle De Silva. It's like our worst performing podcast.
You know what? That does hurt me every time I look at it.
Well, I think we could do better.
But
this
I'm
time.
here this year to fucking
Look.
double down.
Your birthday's on Valentine's Day. The day after Valentine's, men are spending time with their wives. They don't have time to listen to a podcast.
Not the cool ones. We're all here.
Yeah, we're doing a pod on
is true.
Valentine's Day.
Is that cool or is that super uncool?
Well,
I don't know. Yeah, that's a
I
good
think this
point.
is just a shout out to our significant others.
That's very true.
Big shout out. Yeah, that's
big
a good
shout
point.
out.
Good
that
point.
They allow us to do
Dan.
this on Valentine's Day.
That being said, I don't think it was supposed to be on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, this was not
on Monday.
premeditated.
And then Kyle had a emergency where he
work
had to
emergency.
drive. Yep. Where can you explain the emergency? He had to drive over to Palm Springs, which is about 2 hours from here.
Palm Springs, family business. We have a garden. Won't disclose what type. And
Medical
we just
garden.
had to harvest the entire garden in a night. So
A garden.
Why'd you have to harvest the entire garden in the night?
just business difficulties.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
And then on Tuesday, we could have done it without you, but we couldn't because Austin got a dog,
I got a dog.
And
yes.
he had
I got
dog
a dog
duties.
on Sunday.
which is very understandable when you have a brand new dog.
No, but after yesterday, I didn't have dog duties anymore. And then we were trying to see if we were going to have the podcast. And then Kyle was just a blank
Right.
from the day before.
Right.
It's
So
all nighter.
we were supposed to do it yesterday, or I was out yesterday celebrating Valentine's a little early. And Kyle pulled an all-nighter doing his business ventures and then literally just didn't answer the phone. And I'm like looking over at dinner, just looking at my phone, being like, this is hilarious. It's like,
I can see
hello,
that.
Kyle, are you there? No
You
answer.
guys
Like,
should have just opened the door.
Well,
I
we
mean, yeah,
did
we-
think about that, and we were gonna do it, but it just seemed like the next day sounded nice.
a groggy Kyle.
we could have, groggy. We were all,
Yeah,
we're
we wanted
all
the
here
energy.
today. So it
Yeah.
worked out.
It did
Yeah.
work out.
And
Yeah,
now
it
on
worked out great.
Valentine's, we're all here, and Kyle's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We wanted to do it on Valentine's Day and your birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Kyle.
Thank you.
Yeah, big
You're welcome.
celebration. Yeah, we want to all
Best
be with you on your
episode
birthday.
ever.
Do you think this? do you think this? Do you think this buys you a little bit of leeway on Valentine's Day? The fact that it's your birthday.
It didn't, and now the last few years, it's really been my birthday. So it's
Yeah,
nice.
I'm happy
That
to
is
hear
nice.
that for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
If
When
you
I
hold
first met
strong-
you, it was Valentine's Day.
yeah.
Yeah, not your birthday.
For all my guys born on Valentine's Day, you hold strong for 9 years. It'll be your birthday again.
9 years.
Very nice. And we're coming off of a great week of sports. The Super Bowl, obviously,
Oh, amazing!
What
week
a
of
great
sports,
bowl
yeah.
that
Yeah.
was.
A great bowl.
What a great bowl! Yeah.
and the Waste Management Phoenix Open.
Also, great tournament.
Great tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of talk about this tournament with the fans.
Yes.
A
seems
little
like
bit
that's
more
been a
talk
hot
than past
topic.
years. Yeah.
The wasted people management.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
So, I guess we'll start. We'll start with the positives. The tournament itself, fantastic tournament. I thought.
Yeah.
I know
Oh my
Charlie
God, it was
Hoffman
great.
won, and
Nick Taylor is him.
Nick
He
Taylor's
is him.
unbelievable.
I mean, that was
He's so
an
good.
unreal performance.
And it's just interesting watching guys just miss putts left and right all around him. Jordan's missing a short putt on what was that, 16, and then
Scotty.
Scotty's just missing putts left and right, which he putted
Literally.
fine the first 3 days, but that last day he really struggled. And Nick Taylor's just hooping everything,
Walking them in.
yeah.
walking him
Yeah.
in. I also called it.
I texted Friday. I said, if Nick Taylor keeps putting like this, he's going to win.
Yeah. He
And
did.
Yep.
He did
Lo
say
and
that.
behold.
He just kept putting like that. Even that putt on 18 that he just willed into the hole, that looked off.
To force the
Yeah.
playoff?
Yeah.
Or to
Yeah.
It was like breaking right and
Just
then went in.
barely lips
Yeah.
in. It was
walk that one in too.
Not that one.
the
but
first playoff walk in. That was just
That was sick.
I
Yeah.
mean,
That
Charlie's
was
in
sick.
there half the distance he is, and he just trots that
Just
thing
stepped it in.
Yeah,
It was
I mean
sick.
that was
so good.
That was
that
really
one went
cool.
in center cup and perfect. Though.
Yeah, left to right breaking too for a right-handed player. My God, that thing would be low and bashed for me.
I also
Yeah,
think Nick
for sure.
Taylor's golf swing is phenomenal.
It's very good.
Yeah,
very
it's
good,
elite,
yeah.
But he wins with his putting. It's
which
amazing.
is funny. Yeah,
That's
true.
A
I mean, he
flat
hits
putter.
it great. He
He
hits it
has
great.
now
does hit it good. His wedges are
he's
good.
the logo for the Canadian Open.
Yeah,
Like, actually?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Wait,
That
what?
putt he
That
made,
70-foot
that
putt he
putt he
made?
made
Oh, they
last
made it
year. The new logo for the Canadian Open
That's
is him.
sweet. I
Did
love
he put
that.
claw that year?
Yes.
I don't think
Yeah,
he made the 70-footer with the claw?
I'm pretty sure.
It's hard to hit a putt that far with claw. Speaking from experience.
That's a good point. I'm pretty sure it was claw though.
Was it?
I'm pretty
I feel like I
confident.
would have remembered that.
It's hard,
just
it's
like
hard to have just a
leaves.
few fingertips on the putter and get to hit it
Right.
that hard.
I'm
No,
pretty
you got to
sure it was
use the
claw.
big muscles. That's what it's there for.
And then, I mean, that last year was like a Canadian dream. Adam Hadwin
That was
versus
such a good tournament.
Nick Taylor versus
No,
Tommy
it was
Fleetwood.
Fleetwood.
No, Haddam wasn't in it. Haddam was the one that
Oh.
He was the
got
one who got
tackled.
He
tackled.
got
on the green.
tackled.
Because the security guard didn't know he was a
Right.
tour player.
It was
Just the
Tommy
cherry
and
on
Nick
top
Taylor.
of that tournament.
That's hilarious.
That was good.
Yeah, that was good. And then Kyle De Silva famously, I got so many people who were like, dude, Kyle betting on Sahith Theegala to finish top 30, top 20, top 10, top 5, and to win was hilarious.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
fucked me over.
Yeah.
Dude, that up and down on 18 was huge. Huge.
That was huge.
Well, I'm trying to do the math, and you know me and math, it doesn't go together. And I'm like, is he fifth or sixth? Is he fifth or sixth?
No.
You know?
He had a 3-shot cushion from 6.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
No,
He
if
was
he-
17 and
if
6
he-
was 14.
if he bogeyed the last hole, he would have fallen into the top into solo
Into
sixth.
sixth. Yeah, solo.
Oh, solo. You're
Yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah,
You're
just-
right.
And he like kind of yipped the chip. It like wasn't the. It came off like weak and right.
But for our fake, in real life, you bet him to win and
I don't even think I bet him in real life.
I actually bet him in real life.
got-
to win.
There was like
I bet him to win.
Typical
top
Kyle
20, top
fashion.
30.
Top 20, top 30. Yeah.
I got like 10 other people to bet him in real life, and I
you
didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was living for the thrill.
Yeah,
Right.
Nico, you won a
I
couple
won
hundred
money.
bucks.
I won like $220.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Give me
thank you.
10% of
off
that.
like
Nah, dude,
off like
you
what? It
should've
was
bet
like
it.
you only bet like $50.
Yeah. 50.
Yeah.
I love that I
If you
sent
would have
it
won, though, oh my God.
Ooh.
in the group chat, and a buddy of ours just sends his bet slip immediately after copying
Yeah.
the bet.
And then like 5 people jump
Yeah.
on. They're like,
Yeah.
I
Once
want
he
that.
sent
I
that
want
slip,
that.
I was joining in. For
and then
sure.
Austin said there's no need to check stats. Like Kyle just hits on ridiculous bets.
Yeah.
and then lo and behold,
Yeah.
Salah does play very well there, but he
does.
was his. So he was 18th in strokes gained tee to green, I believe.
Really?
Yeah,
That's actually pretty good.
that's really good.
Because it didn't look that good.
It
so-
looked-
he had a streaky
awful.
week with the putter.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. But his,
Sahith looks like one of us out there playing that's
It's
shooting
great.
76.
Yeah, I mean,
But he
he's-
adds it up, and it's
66.
66.
He was
Yeah.
kind of hitting it all over the place.
he was definitely hitting all of it. I
Definitely.
don't quite
On the
understand.
weekend.
Hitting
for
it
sure.
Insanely far.
Did he?
Like 170, 9 iron.
He does hit.
275.
Oh, he
He
hits
likes to
irons far.
trap
3
like
iron.
a bunch of iron shots, and
Yeah, he
that
does.
I have heard from a lot of people is like he hits his irons like 2 clubs longer
Yeah.
than they do.
That's nuts.
Yeah. So
he'll-
like our
He
buddy
does, yeah.
Chan played with him last year at this event actually, or no, at Pebble Beach, and he was like, we drive it about the same. You play with Chan, he hits it pretty far.
Yeah, he does.
He was like, he's 2 clubs longer with his irons. It's
That's crazy.
absolutely insane.
Just
He
from
lags it
compressing
so
it?
much.
What's that?
Just from like
Compressing it, yeah, and he just swings out of his ass on everything.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to say, I
he
think he
does
feels
that.
comfortable swinging hard.
I've
Yeah.
never seen like a sawed off Sahith swing.
Well,
Like, there's no such thing.
I've never seen a guy lead a tour event that every swing, it looks like he's anxious as to where this ball is going to go.
And his reactions are insane. He just
Yeah.
hits it and he drops his club like every time. You're like, this is way right. Like
And then-
way right.
Yeah.
And then the next iron shot's to a foot, and he taps in for birdie.
Yeah.
Or he hits
So
it to
true. He
40
stuffs
feet
it.
and makes
makes
the
that,
40-footer.
I think it was a classic case though on Sunday. He didn't have it Sunday. It reminded me of Brooks at Augusta. Just didn't have it the entire Sunday, and they had like an extended
Yeah.
It was just a
final
long
day.
day.
It was a long day and a bad day not to have your best stuff. And it just
Yeah.
looked like even I remember he made birdie on I think the 5th hole. That was his first birdie of the final day. He hit this iron shot and just kind of looked like he didn't love it. Made this hand gesture like I was so close. I just like chunked it a little bit or something. He was like 40 feet short and he made it. But just overall wasn't
So solid.
wasn't there, right?
I played with him first round of CIF one year, and he hit like 6 greens at Victoria Country Club. I think everyone's played there,
Great course.
and he won. Shot 66, shot 6 under.
6 under on 6
He literally
greens.
hit like he chipped in 2 times.
That's so funny.
Chipped
Yep.
into, and I hit like 15 greens and shot even, and I was
gonna
like
say one over.
Yeah.
so mad.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy hit it like dick all day and
Yep.
just killed me.
It's a bad feeling.
It was a low.
It's a
it was a
great
low,
feeling
low
if you're the other guy.
Oh, yeah. You'd feel like you're getting away with it.
And yeah, he chipped in on a par 3 and a par 5 for eagle. Par 3 for birdie,
That's
par
awesome.
5 for
It's
eagle.
almost Seve-esque.
It honestly
no,
is.
yeah.
It's pretty sad.
8
Yeah.
greens, 8
And
under.
he makes
You know?
And he
every-
plays
he
with
makes-
such freedom.
Yeah.
He
But
just
at the
makes
same time,
everything.
Yeah.
It reminds me more of like Jordan.
Spieth.
Yeah.
That's
Honestly,
true.
It's like an antsy Jordan.
But it's
Yep.
even more wild than
it is
Jordan.
more wild. Yeah.
Jordan only hit those wild shots coming down the stretch of a major. This guy will do it Thursday and just
Yeah, and Jordan was a great iron player. So was South.
Yeah.
But speaking of Jordan, would you believe me if I told you he finished 6th? Unless just like watching the way he played, he seemed under the radar the entire
He
time.
was pretty under
he
there.
was under the radar, but in it
Yeah.
somewhat the entire time.
For how high he finished, there was limited Spieth coverage.
Yes,
Agreed.
Yeah.
And he just missed short putts. I mean, he's 8th for the week in strokes gained, but he missed a short
Wow.
putt towards the end. And it's starting to feel more and more like, and I've heard this from other outlets too, that those years where he played unbelievably, I think that was 2015, 2017, were more flukes than real.
I mean, I would somewhat agree with that because it was 100-foot putts going in.
Exactly. It's just like, how realistic is that? Now,
4
I
or
grew
5
up
30-footers going in.
Right. I grew up around Jordan Spieth. He was a year younger than me and was number 1 in AGGA and into college and into the PGA Tour since he was 14. It's hard for me to believe that like he doesn't that was fluky, but the question can be asked, and it's kind of fair to wonder. You know, like if Steph Curry had 2 great years of making all these threes from all over the map and then stopped doing it, would it be fair to ask like were those 2 years fluky? I
Yeah,
don't know.
like did he just
Yeah.
get hot?
Yeah, so it's a question to be asked, right?
No, I kind of see your point.
Yeah.
I see your
but
point.
I think he has the elite game to dominate those levels, but out on tour, he doesn't really have like the distance.
Right, right.
And I honestly kind of think like the distance kind of holds him back from being the dominant figure he was in junior golf.
Yeah,
You'd have to win another major to kind of put that to rest.
the Masters. That's where he likes to do it.
I would like it to be something else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
One he doesn't have.
Like
He's 1 away from the Grand Slam, actually. So
I think he doesn't have the British Open.
PGA.
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 He won that British
Oh,
Open. where he
yeah.
made
the
British
putt.
Open where
Get
he
where he hit 100 right.
He'll get
freaking-
that.
on the range.
off the map.
Yeah, the
I
go
mean, a
get that.
great example of somewhat of a fluke, right?
Yeah.
Finds
Eh.
the ball on the driving range, hits
Well,
it to
yeah.
a
Not
hundred,
OB
If that
on the
was
driving
OB, yeah,
range.
then-
and then makes it.
Yeah.
But guys like
hitting
that,
hybrid.
momentum is a weird thing in sports, right?
Yeah, he was definitely hot those
One of you
couple
guys take over. I gotta take a call.
No problem. Where were we?
years. Speed.
Spieth.
Well, everybody, welcome to Bad Bounce Podcast. I am Kyle, your host. Who else should we talk about this week? I'm here, though. I'm all
Scotty.
here for the Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas resurgence.
Yeah, we need that, I think.
They're working for it.
I want that back. I want the both
I mean, yeah, those are
back.
the only figures they can focus on now that everyone's gone.
Shots fired.
Yeah, PGA kind of needs it too.
Yeah, I mean, those are kind of the golden boys of the PGA Tour if they can play well.
For sure, yeah.
Friends
All
of
right.
Tiger.
Let's move
Yeah.
on to the most talked about stories of the week, and that is the crowds and the
Oh,
fans.
Yes, that's right.
Are you guys here for the wild 500,000 people, like electric, drunk golf fans?
Yes and no.
Are you here? Well, okay. Are you here for it once a year, or are you down to have it every event?
Not every event, I'd say.
To me, it seems like it makes more people get into golf and know what golf is. And I think it helps golf in a sense that you get all these randos coming into golf for a weekend. And then like maybe one weekend, they're just like, I'm going to go play golf because, I was at a golf tournament. I started liking golf a little bit more. I saw that you can get drunk and have fun and still play golf. But I also think like from a PGA Tour player standpoint, they know what they're getting into. Like
They're
there's
actively signing up for this event.
yes, like if there's 40 some odd tournaments a year, maybe 30 some
30,
odd
yeah.
tournaments a year. There's so many other opportunities to play that if you're going to complain about playing this week, it's like what you were signing up for.
Listen, I'm not into hockey. I'm not into baseball, but I will go to a game to hang out, drink with my friends.
Yeah, and have fun.
And then, you know what? I'm like, there's something going on here. And I get interested in the sport. And maybe
Yeah.
I watch it on TV every now and again. So Josh and I went last year, and I told him, I said 50% of the people here don't even know what golf is, and you can tell by the sheer number of girls that are wearing high heels.
Yeah,
At a golf
they
tournament?
dress like they're going to the club.
They dress like they're going to Coachella or like the club. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Overall, Waste Management, great week. W
Great
for
week.
golf.
Definitely.
Even though it finished on Sunday, I mean, Nico was still watching golf while Super Bowl was
I
starting.
didn't see my bet of Reba under and coin toss because I was watching the golf. That's how good it was.
You have to have a 2 TV setup.
I just didn't have that option.
All right,
I don't have that capability.
We're going to recap the Super Bowl here in a second. We're going to take a break.
What did I
back.
miss? What did we talk about?
We talked a little about wasted management, the
Okay.
fans, Spieth.
Is it good for golf?
We left on
JT.
Spieth.
Does
Okay.
this,
We talked
does
about
this grow the
JT as
game?
well.
Does this grow the game?
The
Waste
drunkenness and
Hell
the
yeah,
fans.
it grows the game.
Yeah, would every week grow the game?
Every week would not.
You don't think?
Actually, you know what? Someone said, I don't know if you guys brought this up or not. Being the experts that you guys are, you guys probably did.
Yeah, we're experts.
So, someone said that Max Homa said he prefers the stadium hole because what is it called? The stadium hole? What is it called again?
I don't even
Also
know.
on the 16th?
The 16th
16th
hole.
hole, yeah.
That he prefers it to be super loud because then if somebody screams, you can't hear it.
Yeah.
I
That makes-
100% agree with
yeah,
that.
someone said
For
something
sure,
like
yeah.
that.
So it only
Yeah.
sucks because it's like
Random yeah.
screams.
It needs to be like dead quiet or
Yeah.
just all loud.
But this is like
Someone
a one
said.
for us as
What?
fans.
It's one for the fans.
It's
Yeah.
one for the fans. Like,
But
It's
as I
literally
was
called
saying,
for the fans, yeah.
the fans are the golfers' employers. So that's what they need.
yeah, I mean, this is a part of the reason why you make as much money as you do.
It would be cool to have like a stadium hole in every tournament, I think.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be
we
kinda
were
cool.
saying like they should turn 16 at Riv into a stadium.
Yeah,
hole.
that would be sick. I mean, when they made the stadium hole in Adelaide, where did they do that on the Live Tour?
Yeah.
They did that
It was in
in,
Australia.
It
so
was
Yeah, that was cool.
insane. It went crazy.
RBC Canadian kind of had that one part.
That's
three.
right. That's like 100 and
They
something
called
yards.
it
Yeah.
the rink.
Yep.
That
And
was
then there
kinda
were
cool.
people right on the outside.
That was kind of cool.
No, the rink is Canadian Open.
That's what I said.
So what do you guys
Oh.
think about Billy Horschel and Zach Johnson? Did you guys talk about that?
I mean, we didn't mention that
We didn't
We
specifically.
didn't
Names.
mention names.
Yeah, we didn't call anyone out. But
Billy Horschel,
I understand Billy's.
I kind of understood because he's talking in the guy's swing.
yeah.
I mean, you can back off a shot.
But it
Billy-
was at the top of the
Billy
swing.
is right. Like, it is their job. They're at work. But again, as I was saying, like, the fans are your employers. So if they're talking, they're talking. You know?
Also, he was defending the player he was playing with.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it wasn't about
Nico
him.
Galetti, who was
Yeah.
who was a Monday qualifier. This is a big week for him because he played well. He
That's
made
like
the
his
cut.
home course.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think Billy was in the right.
I think Billy was in the right. Zach Johnson?
maybe nah. I don't know.
So Zach, it was supposedly because people kept telling him Taylor Gooch should have been in the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
it was something about Ryder Cup, yeah. And then he like shanked a ball or something, and then the fan heckled him again. And
He does
so
that
Zach,
on a normal
Zach went
basis
off.
on his practice swing.
When
Yeah.
Zach said, "Don't sir me,"
Yeah, don't serve
I
me.
just instantly saw like a baseball dad or a
Yeah. I was going to lead the podcast with that. I kind of regret that I didn't.
"Don't sir me."
Yeah. I'll
He
end
said that
I'll
he's
end the
played in
podcast
the
with that.
event
Yeah.
21 times and that the event has always crossed the line.
21 times, yeah.
I mean,
and
dude.
that this time it was taken a little too far. Don't quote me, exactly
Yeah.
That's
on that.
close enough.
Pretty close.
But
Read
if
the
you've
room,
done it
man.
21 times,
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of know what you're getting into.
Yeah, that's what most guys say. They know what they're getting into.
This is almost
Yeah.
like a shut up and dribble moment.
for sure.
To me, it's just golfers, like, we've been bred to be super serious and
Yeah.
not to really like interact with fans. Whereas like baseball players, basketball players, NFL players, they kind of interact with fans. Even the haters, they'll kind of jaw back at them. You know, it's different, I guess, is you're not playing for a team.
Yeah.
I mean, tournament golf is just so intense too.
And I
so
get it.
So
Yeah.
are the NBA playoffs, but if it's constant noise, then you can play with it. If it's
Yeah.
not constant noise, then you can't. But golf doesn't breed itself to constant noise. It just doesn't. The nature of the game, like, there isn't constant action going on. There's an advantage or disadvantage one way or the other.
So I was asking the guys, like, if every event was like this every week, would that then change the personalities of tour pros or the ones coming up to being cooler and more engaging with the
Actually,
fans?
you know what? If it was like this every week, I think the persona of golf would be very different.
Would it be
Yeah.
better or
Yeah.
worse?
better and worse, but I
Yeah, I
think
agree. I think
80% better and
both.
20% worse.
Yeah, because I mean, you guys probably get it too. Like I get people in lessons, they're like, can I do this? Can I do that? I'm like, you can do whatever you want on the golf course.
Yeah.
Like literally there's like they think there's all these rules and I'm like, there's no rules.
That's kind of what
Like,
golf was made for.
And yeah, people have this persona like about golf that you have to be like really behaved and stuff like that. And you really don't.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
That's what golf is made for, but things can change.
Like golfers are the most degenerate people of anyone I know.
Golf was made for like going out and kind of doing what
Yeah.
you want for 4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of no rules. You're just
Right.
out there in controlled wildlife.
I say bring
Yeah.
it. I say bring it.
Yeah, bring it on.
You know
Yeah.
what? Yeah. You know what? Bring it. Do you guys talk about Liv?
Not at
No.
all.
Not a little
Not at
bit.
all.
This is why you're the host.
Yeah.
Liv.
I was just
and I watched
seizing
it
up
actually
while
this
you
time.
I
were-
watched it too. That
The
course.
last round.
That
It
course
was
sucks.
good.
That course sucks. I don't know why you think it's good.
I've been saying that all week.
didn't
That
look
course
that
is
bad.
blows.
Austin did
What do you mean?
ragged.
It
It
was
wasn't great, but
So
it didn't
this
look
is
that
like
bad.
the worst course possible they could have picked.
It didn't look that bad. It played tough the final round because of
Yeah,
the wind.
because the weather.
There's
Yeah.
just so many other good
Yeah.
golf courses in Vegas.
In Vegas?
that
Well,
we've
yeah.
already seen on TV and
Well,
grown
I
accustomed
don't know
to.
why
Like
they
how
did
does
that, yeah.
how does Liv not go to Shadow?
How did we not go to Shadow?
So
don't know. That'd be cool.
Like,
I have
why are we not in
inside info
Shadow?
on this.
Oh,
I have
really?
Shadow
inside
didn't
info on
want
this.
him.
The MGM has a pretty strong hold on Shadow. And
Yeah, I think they like own Shadow.
yeah,
right?
and MGM. Oh, they might. And
Yeah.
then MGM's got a hold on a lot of these courses. They don't like Liv.
Really?
They don't
I feel
like
they
Liv or they
would
don't like
Liv.
PIF.
They don't. No, you know what? It's
They're
not.
probably intimidated by PIF.
If I
There's got to be
yeah.
something with that, maybe.
Okay, I shouldn't say I don't know if they don't like Liv or not, but they won't do business with Liv because of the politics,
Really?
which totally makes sense. I mean,
Makes sense,
if they're in like government people's pockets, or I don't know with them, but
What happens when PIF says, "Hey, let's build a new Vegas"? You know,
well, it just matters. Like if you
Surprised they haven't done that, to be honest.
if you get a board and the board is like, hey, we do deals with these types of people, like we don't want, or we shouldn't be doing deals with these type of people, like what can you say, you know?
so if it's still at Vegas Country Club, are they going to continue to do it?
I mean, that course is so.
There's so many
bad.
better options.
it seems like in
Yeah.
America they keep switching it around. I don't know. I talk
Yeah.
like it's been around for 50 years. It's been around for what, 3 now, 2?
Like
3?
a season?
Yeah, like 2 years. So, but that being said, the event was good
Yeah, it
for
was good.
Liv. I would give it, but there's just some major flaws in my opinion.
What do you got?
One,
Would that be the cup noise?
Yeah.
yes, Peter Uline.
100%.
They got to get rid of the shotgun.
I agree.
They got to get rid of the
I
shotgun
don't like shotgun.
Why don't you like the shotgun?
because they don't
It's
finish
just-
on the same hole.
Yeah. I
You know
hate
why
that.
I do like the shotgun? And this is just golf bias Twitter.
I think I know what you're gonna say, and I agree.
See, this is why we finish each other's sentences.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day.
That's cute.
The fact that they're all teeing off at the same time, they're playing in the same conditions. Whereas on the PGA Tour, the conditions are vastly different from
Yeah.
8 a.m. to 2 p.m. So
I would
strokes
agree.
gained is more
Yeah.
accurate.
I would agree if it
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
50
literally what I
people
thought
in
you
the
were gonna
field.
say.
60 people in the field. I guess, yeah. But,
I mean, yeah, but
so if it's
still would
60
prefer
people,
that you finished on 18.
so okay, let's say that maybe just final round.
Shotgun
Isn't that-
final
I mean,
round?
It was like this week. Like this week on the PGA Tour, if you were early late, you were fucked.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
Sahith was kind of, but
Yeah.
also that's like, but again, the field is bigger. It's 125 people or 140 people, whereas Liv is
Yeah,
only
there's-
64.
More variance.
Yeah. But okay, let's say that. Let's say the last day, you pretty much have realistically what 6-7 people who can win.
Yeah, I thought last day, though, they did tee times off one. Like the last 3-4 groups.
The leaders
Yeah,
go
they-
off
Yeah.
like 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
They're
still,
still
shotgun.
on the first,
it's
second,
still
third hole.
staggered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
still
not. Yeah,
shotgun.
they're still staggered.
Yeah, I
because you want everyone finishing on the same hole,
Yeah.
and then at the same time, there's the real chance that if they eagle the last hole, like does Dustin Johnson know that he has to par the last hole, which I guess is like more fun that Dustin Johnson has to stay aggressive, and also they screwed up the leaderboard. They said Peter Uline had 2 to play. You know how it says that, like
Yeah.
2 to play.
Yeah.
He had 1 to play. So he
Oh,
makes
really?
par. We're like, okay, he's got 1 more hole to play, and he didn't. They screwed it up.
He takes his hat off
Whoa.
and shakes
yeah,
hands.
and I was
I
like,
didn't even realize that.
what just happened? But like, it's so fast paced and rapid in that sense that I can only imagine it's pretty hard to stay on top of it.
Yeah, I can't imagine what that
Yeah,
live
playing
broadcast
one. Yeah.
booth must look like.
Right. So
Yeah.
those are my
people.
two. Those are my two
That
complaints
episode
from
of
Liv.
SpongeBob where he's running around and everything's on fire.
They should have a Nickelodeon
That's hilarious.
Live coverage.
They definitely should. You're right.
Be so sick.
Slime the winner.
Yeah. Dora the
That's
Explorer
fitting.
explaining rules of golf.
That's fitting. Yeah.
Let's bring like the Lego and the Nickelodeon to
Dora
to
the
golf.
Explorer explained a rule, and then the fake Patrick voice on the Super Bowl was like, "Whoa, she talks good." I was like, "What is
That was
happening
good.
right
That
now?"
was a good one.
I do a pretty good Patrick
Yeah,
style.
that was a good Patrick.
Okay, any other live thoughts?
I mean, the leaderboard, the group
Oh,
of golfers
amazing.
coming down, it's awesome.
That was
And
a good leaderboard. Yeah, and the
it
past 2
pulled
weeks
on
have
my
been good.
heartstrings a little because it just makes me think like what the PGA Tour could be.
Oh,
like.
I
You don't
know.
know what you have
At the
till it's
same
gone.
time, it was like Nick Taylor versus what felt like Scotty versus Charlie Hoffman, which was cool.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
And then it's Peter Uline versus DJ. It felt pretty mirrored to me.
But if
Yeah.
you know DJ's in there
Yeah.
but
that's
Rom was
true.
like he
With-
wasn't really in there, but he kind of was.
with
He had a
Scotty
shank.
Scheffler,
Yeah.
you know.
Did you hear what DJ said? He said
What?
he didn't practice all off season. He didn't touch a club.
I mean, I believe
Yeah, I
that.
believe
And
heard
then he
that too,
finished
yeah.
fifth and won.
And he was shocked that he played
He was
so
shocked
well
that he
last,
thought he
last
played
week
so
or
well.
2 weeks ago.
I love
He's
him
kind of
so
annoying.
much.
He's kind of annoying to me though.
Just because of how good he is.
Well, definitely that for not practicing, but like,
You just wanted him
He's
to
just-
say he grinded the entire
no,
offseason.
he's just
He doesn't
annoying.
care.
He doesn't care. Yeah,
Which, I mean, I think we all kind
like
of
he
knew
would be
that.
fine if he never won another major. I feel like.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like,
he didn't
honestly.
care when he lost
What?
that PGA in the most brutal way ever.
Literally
That's
doesn't
why
know.
he's annoying to me. I don't
It
know.
helps him.
But yeah,
though.
maybe that's
It
what
does,
makes
but,
him
like-
good.
Yeah.
It also
It's-
might not though.
Dude, the guy doesn't like it. He doesn't
like, let's
care.
say-
He does
like
not
he
like golf.
shanks a ball out of bounds to lose the British to Darren Clark, and he's on his yacht the next day.
Yeah, he doesn't
you
care.
know, with
He-
a cigarette and Paulina.
That's why he's
life's
annoying.
good.
At the end of the day, that's life as a PGA Tour player.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a paycheck. At least he's the first one to admit it.
I mean, with the course setup, like I hated. I don't know if you saw the last hole with DJ and who was in his group, Rom. They both got drops from the scoreboard.
Oh, like 100 feet.
Like they were in the rough by like 10, 15
Yeah.
yards. And then they got a drop because the scoreboard was in the way
Yeah,
of their shot.
It's live, dude. They just get the drop.
But like,
for sure.
put the scoreboard a little further to the right. Like,
Yeah, they don't think about those things.
well, good thing there's only one group finishing on that.
Yeah, for sure.
I really wanted Matt Wolf to win and the
Yeah.
Range Goats. And I checked the leaderboard maybe 30 minutes later, and the Range Goats lose by like 8.
Yeah, that was
When they were
nuts.
tied for the lead, and Wolf is, lost
Yeah.
by like 3 or 4.
Yeah, Wolf was hot for a little bit. And then-
Yep.
So when it comes to live, great event. I just want to see everyone back together.
Dude,
I want to
yeah,
stop
this-
saying
Yeah,
that
let's get the
statement.
band back together. This is
Get the
ridiculous.
band back.
At the end of the day, I have to side with you guys. I mean, I'm just tired of seeing like not every player in every event.
As fans, should we should we black out the viewers?
Ooh,
the
that would be
viewership?
cool.
Like we all just don't watch anything till they're
All of us-
together.
We should
that.
do-
I'm with that.
Yeah, we should start that movement.
10 million of us just start the movement. No one watches.
Yeah, like we have to
anything.
wait till Augusta to
Augusta.
get kind of a half full field.
You're right.
Three,
It's
three,
like a
three
half
quarters
full,
full
Yeah.
field.
Like we just
Yeah,
watch.
because half of them aren't
we
even
just
being a
watch good
freaking
events.
fields of like U.S. Open.
None of them are eligible anymore.
That's so annoying. Yeah.
All right, Josh, you left and came back, and we just redid the whole segment
All right.
basically. So
Cool.
No,
Thank you.
Not really. We didn't
because
talk
I
about
was
Liv before.
just seizing.
All right, let's talk about the Super Bowl.
Yes.
If you
Super
want to
Bowl.
listen to very high analytical NFL takes,
Go somewhere
Elite.
else.
go somewhere else. Let's talk about Reba.
This is all hot takes.
Reba.
What a scandal.
That was so script.
That was so scripted.
ridiculous.
Also,
It's
if you
like
believe
she
in
saw my Instagram message.
Yeah, it's like you messaged her.
know?
Literally.
I live for all these
It's literally
scripted
like
events
you-
that everyone
I
proclaims
would've-
that happens.
she spent 30 seconds literally on the last two words.
I mean,
Like,
I should
actually,
have hit
literally.
that. I
set
should have
my-
hit.
I set my timer, and at a minute, I was just cursing and punching the sky
Yeah, she came out the gates quick.
so fast.
I knew she would.
And I couldn't believe Nico was going to win this under bet on
Such
me.
bullshit.
Under 90 and a half seconds.
And
It
she
ended up
went
being 93,
a minute
right?
33.
Yeah, she went over.
Absolute heaven. Go Reba.
Reba has the
Reba,
pipes.
you're dead to me.
She finishes.
Yeah, those
Hey.
pipes showed.
No, she
No, they
doesn't
didn't.
have the pipes because she took like a breath midway through the last
She had
word,
to
and
recover
then
from her pipes.
She let Vegas sing. Come on now.
She did.
I think
Vegas
Vegas
had
had
that.
a little say in that. They had
someone
to have.
poked her and was like, keep going.
Yeah. Also, like,
She
if
got
I
a
could
little
have,
buzzer, a little taser.
if I could have bet over under that Reba's going to be above a 7, I would have bet the under.
A sep? What are you
Like,
talking
She
about?
went over. She looked good.
Really? Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
An 80-year-old Reba, like,
She is pretty old though, and she did look pretty young.
Over, just out of the blue, she was over a 7.
oh,
Josh
man.
and his feels over Reba right now.
Yeah, were you dancing?
No, I was I had
He
the
was
hand
staring in
over
her
chest.
eyes.
Stand
He was
over-
staring in her eyes.
He was being a proud American.
When did you guys watch the Super Bowl?
Where?
We didn't watch it together.
I watched it at a
Yeah.
friend's house.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I
I watched
ended
it
up-
at a family party where no one knew what football was. So you have me explaining what's going on. Imagine
Oh, you
that.
go, that's Taylor
hilarious.
Swift.
I'm like,
That's
he's out
hilarious.
of bounds. The time stops. Like, why does it stop? I don't know. It just stops. And I'm like screaming at the TV, and no
Oh
one
my
knows what's
gosh.
going on.
Yeah.
Like Kyle's off his rocker.
That's
I watched it at a
hilarious.
Chili's.
There
At
you
a
go.
Chili's? That's lit.
What's more American than that?
Yeah, honestly.
That sounds great.
Yeah,
was
no,
it busy?
Did you get the
I watched it.
fajitas?
With, no, dead empty. I did
You
get
get
the
the
pre-
like dollar margaritas?
No, I got. What did I get?
Did you get the wings?
You said
Yeah,
you
what
got the
did you get?
fajitas.
I got the
the 2 for
fajitas.
25.
Can I give the fans
yeah.
a fun fact on the fajitas at Chili's?
Sure.
Yeah.
So you know how it comes out sizzling and smoking?
Yeah.
It has absolutely nothing to do with the heat of the plate. It's like a little sauce they pour on it that makes it sizzle.
Oh
and
yeah,
smoke.
Oh, Really?
Once I heard that,
Well,
I
the plate's
lost,
pretty hot though.
Yeah,
I
the
lost
plate
the
is-
lust.
The plate. If you have a hot
plate's definitely
plate and
sizzling.
you put water on it, it's sizzling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
But it's chemical fire.
I love that.
It's gas though.
I
I
have
do love
so,
when you hear the
loves it.
fajitas
Best
come
menu
out
item
of
at
the
Chili's.
kitchen.
I have
Josh
so
loves
many
it.
chemicals in my body that doesn't faze me one bit. Anyways, so
Probably
so Reba goes over.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Taylor Swift.
Over.
It was over. Ours was over 4.5.
Yeah, I counted. It was like 12.
12
Yeah.
was the
That was
number.
such a
Some said
free
13.
bet.
That was so
I should
free.
have actually bet
Jesus.
that.
Yeah.
Good
bet
job
that.
by you,
You
Kyle.
did? God, that was such
Good
a
job
free
by
bet.
you, yeah.
That was more free than Sahith.
The South was pretty free.
It was.
Drake hit a bet.
Yeah.
Chiefs and OT.
I don't
course he
get.
did.
I don't
Chiefs
get how
in
that
overtime.
bet paid so little.
5-1.
No, he
Yeah,
made it
that's pretty
after
true.
the game finished, right?
Literally
No.
in overtime, like just for like the game to go to overtime is usually like 20-1.
Yeah.
And then
It
you
was-
pick the winning team and overtime.
Yep. But
underdog?
it was 5-1.
That
So
is
that's how
weird.
close these two teams were.
There's just no way that was 5-1. It's 5-1 because he's betting on house money all the time because he owns stake.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's very true.
That makes sense.
for sure. But good job by Drake.
Go
Yeah.
Drake.
That's a pretty crazy bet
Finally,
to hit.
the
That's
Chiefs
crazy.
surpassed the Drake curse.
That's
Yeah.
so true.
Yeah.
I mean, can
Was there
you,
a Drake curse? I
They
thought he was
made
hot.
reservations.
There is a
not
Drake curse.
resolutions.
Yeah.
I need to max win. That call, probably this will be my last point. I'll let you guys make your points. That call by Kyle Shanahan in overtime to receive the ball first. Terrible idea.
Juszczyk allegedly didn't know that the other team got the ball back if they scored.
Who was that?
49ers.
What?
Yeah. There was a
I did
post about
hear.
that.
I saw that on Instagram as well. A bunch of players didn't know.
There was a lot
On
of
the 49ers.
confusion in the new
Really?
overtime rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the overtime rules?
Yeah,
But I
Even I
called
knew that.
BS on that because after the freaking field goal would have gone in, wouldn't they have gone nuts thinking they just won the score?
No, no, no.
they explained it when
If
they
you
did the
score a
head.
field goal, they get a chance to score. a
Yeah,
touchdown.
field goal, you can still come back.
Oh, they
Touchdown,
thought if they got a
touchdown.
touchdown, it was game, set,
Touchdown.
match.
Yeah, it used to be game over.
Which is what I thought too.
But that got changed because
Well, they explained it,
the
but-
Bills and the Chiefs
Yeah.
game.
I
like,
mean,
I think last season.
I like this overtime rules.
The new rules are good.
Yeah,
yeah, I think the new rules are very fair.
The most confusing one to me was like Patrick Mahomes was taking his sweet ass time. Like the guy's got 13 seconds left.
Yeah,
I was freaking out
I'm
at the
still a little
Chili's.
confused on that rule because allegedly that they just started a new quarter.
They just started a new quarter. It's like a
Yeah.
it's like a new normal game.
if
Wait,
they would have
what?
taken the
Sides of
field
it,
goal
yeah.
and got it,
Yeah.
you're saying.
No.
no.
So
Say like they just didn't even score. All right, so say McCole Hardman would have got tackled at the one. I think there was like 13 seconds left. Time would have expired, but because they didn't complete their possession yet,
A new quarter
a new
starts.
quarter started. Yes.
so there's 13
didn't know
seconds
that.
left.
what?
It's basically like time is irrelevant.
Yeah,
Like why do they even
exactly.
have a clock?
Exactly. Why do they even have a clock? I guess it'd be weird not to have a clock plus a play clock and all that stuff, but literally the clock doesn't matter anymore. Which is I think,
Until both teams have completed possession.
Yes,
So
1%.
that's why he was taking his sweet ass.
Yeah,
With
that's why it
13
didn't
seconds,
matter.
I'm like,
I
dude,
was
you gotta hurry.
screaming at the
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah, I was like, man, this guy's balls are made of steel and his penis made out of titanium. Like, this guy's got to score.
Well,
And he took his sweet ass
that's facts,
time,
though.
and now it made time. That is still facts.
Still
that
facts.
Yeah,
he still
still
has a
facts.
titanium penis.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just give a moment of silence for Mahomes' greatness.
I was gonna do it for his.
I mean, yeah,
titanium.
he's good.
my God.
Yeah, for his titanium load.
Is he on pace to be the greatest quarterback ever?
Yeah.
He's definitely on pace.
Yeah, so I heard this argument. Brady's final 6 years, the stretch between his final championship was at 2021,
Yep.
and 6 years behind that, he won 4 titles, 2 MVPs, 3 finals or Super Bowl MVPs, and he beat Mahomes twice.
He did beat Mahomes
Dang,
twice.
that's sick.
So they're like, settle down.
It'll always be touchy because he beat him.
Yeah.
Brady's 6 years towards the end of his career is better than this, what we're calling the greatest run ever.
Right.
Now, does he have the chance to? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I
He's
mean,
definitely on pace.
He has a chance to do 3 in a row. I don't think anyone's ever done that. I don't think anyone's ever done 3 Super Bowls in a row.
I think
Didn't
you're right.
Joe Montana do that?
No NFL team. Yeah, he's won 2 in a row.
Joe.
Yeah.
Damn.
So,
First back-to-back champion since the 03-04 Patriots.
yep. And so he's got a chance
That's
to make
crazy.
real history next year. And this year I was pretty much like, this run might be over in the middle of the season. And
yeah, I mean,
now
they did
we're
look a little
looking at,
shaky in the
The
season.
Chiefs looked bad
they're still not favored next year.
mid-season.
What?
The Niners are favored next year.
I don't know how you just favor the Niners after that.
I mean,
what
they
just
played
happened.
pretty good, I thought.
I thought they were the better team.
Yeah. I mean,
I thought they were the better team.
both
When
teams
you-
played great, so it was a great Super Bowl.
At
but-
the end of the day, it's just whoever has the best quarterback always wins.
It's true.
Brock played pretty well, though.
He did play pretty
Yeah,
well.
he played okay.
But not as
hey,
good as Mahomes.
Hey. Can we talk a second about my Mahomes prediction and my second half over prediction?
Yeah, you were hot.
Before we do that, let's talk about this deferring in overtime. So what Shanahan was saying was, he was saying the third time they get the ball, so let's say they scored a tutty, then the Chiefs score a tutty, then when next scorer wins, and they'll be the first one to score. That was his defense.
I saw that.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
What would you have done?
That's too much thinking.
Yeah.
There's way too much stuff you can't control.
Because it feels
happen.
flipped, right? And the Chiefs went first, and they had that 4th down play. They
Which-
went for it because they were like, we have to score.
Yeah, they
This
had to
field
go
goal
for
is
it. Yeah.
68 yards. We have to throw it. And they got the 4th down. And the Niners had a 4th down, and they kicked the field goal because they're like, at least let's score first. If it was flipped, the Chiefs probably kick off, right?
Yeah.
Or probably punt. And the Niners probably get the ball back, and they probably go for the 4th down. I'll say this. I don't think any team defers anymore. I think they all receive. Because also, the Chiefs, let's say they, knowing the situation that the third team to get the ball first score wins, and by that time, usually defenses are so tired, you could just drive down the field.
Yeah.
They probably go for 2.
There was a prop bet about going for 2.
Yeah.
It was like plus 190, I think, or
But
something.
they probably go for 2. So they're just like win the game outright at that time. They don't rely on their defense, their tired defense. So it's like you should always go second, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
All right. Well, I'm glad
I
we all
think this
agree.
argument can be had for forever and ever.
Yeah.
Also, can we briefly cover that I took the Chiefs when they were down 10 at plus 175?
Yeah, Kyle took
That
the
was
Chiefs
great
at
bet.
half.
That's a great bet.
Money
Just
line.
rage
That's a
call
great bet.
Austin
Win.
until he picked it
By
up.
the way, I think
Yeah.
84% of bettors bet on the Chiefs.
When they were down?
No, to
No,
win.
just to win.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
then the line didn't move.
The book got killed.
They got killed, but then
Yeah.
they probably made it up on people being in Vegas and
Rebounder.
Reba.
and
The
Reba.
book, out of like, I saw some stat. I think there is 300 or 400 million wagered on the game, and they only won $6 million, which is like 3%.
That's crazy.
Go public.
Yeah.
Let's
The
go.
fact that the line didn't move either.
The People's Bowl.
Yeah, the Chiefs-
Vegas
I
just
was-
kept it.
I was surprised that the Chiefs stayed underdogs the whole time because I was expecting everyone to hammer the money line because
Yeah.
you're getting better. You're getting over 1-to-1 on your money.
If it's 84%, that line should probably have moved to like.
minus 120.
Well, the Niners were by far the better team, right?
Yeah, but if there's that much money, it just
not
comes down to
by
where the
far,
money is.
but
How do
they
we
look
say
pretty
they're
good.
the better team when they lost?
On paper, didn't they have
Yeah.
12 Pro Bowlers or something like that?
Yeah, but Pro Bowl is like a voting system.
Like it's like All-Star, right?
Yeah.
When you have 12 All-Stars on a team, it's fucking crazy.
I mean, the Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes.
One,
That's all you
two.
need. That's all you need.
Yeah.
If Patrick
I will
Mahomes and
say,
Taylor Swift's
like
boyfriend.
throughout the season, the Niners were showing much more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Niners also got killed by the Ravens.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Like, killed.
And you had a good point last week where they're like you were saying they weren't in form when they're coming into the week.
Yeah,
So that's very true too.
There are 2 playoff games they played. They came from behind in both. Like, didn't have the best games.
And at the end of the day, if 84% of the money's on the Chiefs, like the line's got to move.
Yeah.
It just didn't move.
Like,
It's very
betting
strange.
on Mahomes is like betting on Brady.
Yeah.
Like, you don't fade Brady, you don't fade Mahomes.
And betting against him is like betting against Brady, where you're just kicking your ass when you lose.
It's almost like betting against Mayweather.
Yeah.
was this one of the best Super Bowls ever?
No.
I thought
this was a
I thought it was
fantastic
the
Super
Bowl.
best one I've seen
Let's
in a
go into
while.
this.
Second OT ever in Super Bowl.
Let's go
Yeah.
into this real quick.
I thought.
Did you enjoy the first half?
First half was boring.
Yeah, first half. was
This
boring.
goes into your whole like defensive
Yeah, but
thing.
no one gives a. Oh,
You're such a hypocrite.
Oh, well, yeah. No, what was I a hypocrite? I said that they'd come out slow.
You hypocrite.
No. You were
son
right,
of a
but you
hypocrite.
like defensive battles. You said, and you like high-scoring PJ Tour events.
Yeah.
That's your defense for high-scoring
How
PJ
come
Tour
you didn't
events.
want this to just be 3-7 Chiefs?
Yeah.
The over still didn't get there, depending
Yes,
on what
it
line
did.
you had.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Depending on the line you had.
Now we're fucking
Yeah,
my
now
over.
we're
noodling
Hit
over
my
1
over.
point.
46 and a half? We're
noodling over
you bet
1
it just
point.
before the game.
Yeah, I did. I bet it like.
I mean, I thought it was a great Super Bowl.
I hated the first half.
Well, yeah.
I almost fell asleep at the Chili.
I was
the
not
first
watching
half-
the first half.
I got so riled up about the first half that I accidentally unplugged the entire system. So
Yeah.
we're back.
You were throwing arms.
We were arguing about how the first half sucked. But no one
did.
watched the Super Bowl for the first half. They watched
Yeah.
for the game. It was a great game. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Ended up being a great game.
It ended up being a great
Yeah,
game.
that was one of the best finishes ever.
Best finishes, we'll say.
For sure.
Yeah.
For
Especially
sure.
because my money was on the right side.
Yes.
I just love watching dynasties.
I do
built.
too. I love this. I think it's amazing. I loved Brady for that.
Yeah.
That's why we loved.
We've been.
Like I
Sorry.
don't have Tiger anymore, so I need.
I
it to
love
be
Tiger.
somewhere.
I love the
That's fair.
Warriors,
Yeah.
even though I'm a Laker fan. Like I love watching greatness.
Yeah.
We've been talking about how every sport needs a dominant figure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like forever. And I mean, football has one.
Exactly.
That's true. I still kind of wish it wasn't Mahomes, but I'll get over it.
Why not?
He's just so
he just
good.
annoys me. I don't
Kind
know
of
what
wish
it
it
is.
was
Why
like
does it annoy
Johnny
you?
Manziel.
Johnny
Yeah, that
Manziel.
would be sick.
Johnny Manziel.
I don't know what it is.
Did our halftime show talk get cut off?
Yes,
Usher?
it did.
Oh, we should
All right,
talk
how do we
about
talk? How do we feel about the halftime?
Lit.
Well, speaking of Usher, I got burned because I did not take nipple
I
exposed.
didn't
see
take
what you
nipple
did
out?
there.
Huh?
You didn't
I
take
see what
nipple
you did
out?
there.
I didn't
But yeah,
take nipple exposed for plus 800. That's my lucky number. Plus 800.
If
There was a nipple
That's your-
exposed.
Yeah,
yeah,
Usher's.
oh yeah, he took
Usher.
shirt off.
There's two nipples
I got
exposed.
burned. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Wait.
saying.
He casually
I
just
was
took his
staring at it.
t-shirt
That
off.
was such that's
That
right
is
up
a
your alley
nipple.
with
That's
Oz.
not what I
two
was thinking.
nipples.
I'm just like, Usher's old. Like, he's
He
not
looked
going to take
good,
the
though.
shirt off.
Yeah,
It's
he's looked
cold.
good,
Josh,
yeah.
what do you got to say about that?
Usher looks good. Yeah.
And then, wham, nipples out.
Yeah, nipple out.
What would you
Eight-
rate
8 to
Usher,
1, yeah.
Josh?
Yeah, give
Plus
us
800.
your is he
You got Reba at 10.
over,
I mean,
is he
Usher's got to be
over or
9
under a
at least.
7?
Yeah. He's over a 7. Yeah. He's a
Had to
good-looking
be
guy.
over 7. He looked
My
good.
favorite during halftime shows when people come out and it's, artists we've grown to love and they're just like fatter now because
Yeah.
they're older.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
50, remember
Like when
50
50
Cent?
Cent came
Yeah,
out as
yeah.
a whole dollar.
Yeah. Wasn't he hanging
As
upside
whole
down?
dollar.
Yeah, he was hanging upside down. That was crazy.
Ludacris came out, had some chub on him.
Had some hair.
Lil Jon came out, had some chub.
I love seeing Lil Jon
Little
out there.
John out there got
Yeah,
me
Lil
going.
This
Jon
is
out
like
there.
I was watching the halftime show and being like, if this is 2003, this would be the sickest halftime show of all time.
It was definitely for
Yeah.
our generation.
But I will
Yeah.
say Usher and Alicia Keys, I mean, they look younger.
Yeah.
they look good.
2003.
They-
I
yeah,
like
you're
how
right.
right.
Usher was like, oh, we're in 2024. Screw it. We're going to my prime.
Yeah.
2002.
Yeah.
I bet on
That's
OMG first
That's
song.
perfect.
Yeah.
No hit there.
No hit there.
What was the first song?
He
I
came out
forgot?
with
Caught
just,
up.
Yeah, the first song was
It was
just.
started off a little slow. I
It did
thought.
start out
like
slow.
2001. That
He
song
needed,
Yeah.
he needed to come out with some
He
fire.
needed a little more heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, right away.
Alicia Keys was minus 175 to come out. Highest odds
Yeah.
for guests to appear.
I mean, yeah, that was
And
free
none
bet.
of us took her.
Free bet.
Yeah.
When I heard the piano going, I was just swearing.
No juice on a winner.
Huh?
There's no juice on a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
I have to say something.
yeah, go for it.
If Usher grabs my girl like he grabbed Alicia Keys,
yeah.
I'm out.
Fuck, dude. If Usher
Yeah.
grabbed me like that, though, I'd be a little turned on.
I'd be down. Yeah, he can grab me like that.
That's a confession for you right there.
OMG.
She looked happy how he was grabbing her. That's all I gotta say.
Who wouldn't be?
They were making
performers.
love in the club.
What a banger.
That was just part 2.
What a banger.
Stop it.
Actually, did you see that he got married to his longtime girl in
did.
Vegas?
He did, yeah.
That weekend?
Wasn't it that,
That
day?
day.
It was that
That
day,
night.
that night. Yeah.
That night.
He got married.
I mean, you
In
know
Vegas.
what? She's probably like, I don't want this, but she can't say it because it's a Super Bowl halftime performance. So she's like, okay, we'll get married there.
Yeah, I
She
mean,
probably hated the idea, but can't say anything.
I think they've been together for a while, so yeah, she
Like,
must
well,
not have been
your
down.
streams are going to go way up now,
Yeah.
so fuck it, I'm in.
yeah.
see-
Well, you can't like.
Has she been around since? Yeah.
She's been
Absolutely
around
not.
for a while, but probably
Yeah.
not yet.
Absolutely. Not.
She's not the
Probably
girl
not yet.
Confessions was written about, I'll tell you that much.
He's not the reason he kicked that chair back.
Did you see what his appearance made him in money? It was like $50 million.
Well, supposedly he didn't.
They didn't pay him, but
yeah.
he got
paid. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
no one gets paid, I guess. I didn't know.
Oh.
But they
Are you
get
kidding me?
popular.
they get paid
Yeah.
in other ways, but they don't get paid directly from
Yeah, I
Super
thought they
Bowl
would get
advertising.
paid. At
You
least.
show up in front of 200 million viewers, you'll get paid eventually.
I thought they
Also-
would at least pay a little bit, though.
Yeah.
I think it's more so like, do you want to perform for us? We're the Super Bowl.
No, he played it right. His album came out the next day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was
How about,
that's playing it
definitely
right,
premeditated.
Yeah, I mean, every radio station I'm listening to is playing it. Every like
it good?
store I go to, they're playing. No, they're playing Usher.
Oh.
I should
I
say.
played immediately getting
exactly.
in the car.
Exactly.
Yeah, I did.
I'm gonna have to play that
DJ
on the
Got
way
Us Fall in
home
Love. I
tonight.
played.
I was playing like an Usher like radio station on Spotify, and Alexa and I were driving this weekend. She's like, "Interesting playlist." I was like, "Super Bowl." What are you talking about? This isn't weird at all. Quickly on the commercials. I only have one commercial to talk about. Can you guess what commercial I'm going to talk about?
I didn't watch
Dunkin'
one
Donuts
commercial.
No.
The Dunkin' one was fire.
It was only fire because they had like A-list celebrities.
Yeah,
That's
every
true.
celebrity
Goats,
was just
basically.
All the
goated.
commercials this year were like, fuck production value. Let's just spend all our money on the celebrity.
The ultimate low production value, Kanye West.
What, he did a commercial?
Oh, I didn't see that one. I heard about it.
I saw a story that Taylor Swift got him kicked out.
No, that was fake.
That was fake.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kicked
Glad
out of the
that
Super
that's
Bowl?
confirmed. Yeah,
Kanye-
allegedly Taylor got him kicked out of Super
She
Bowl.
probably could do that
Kanye
now.
said he got up and went to YG's box. So
YG.
only I would know that.
So he does a 30-second Easy ad,
Oh.
and it cost him $7 million. And he goes, "I paid for this ad." And it's like literally him in a car, like an
It's
Uber,
a selfie, right?
with a selfie like video, being like, and like I spent all this money on the Super Bowl ad, and all I have to say is, go to my website, and it just has shoes, and that was like the whole ad. And he showed it one time, and supposedly he made just an
He made
obscene
20
amount of
million.
money on his,
right?
yeah.
Every item on his website's $20. He's calling
Really?
himself Robin Hood.
He made $19 million in Yeezy sales that day.
He did 19.6, I believe.
Spent $7 million on this horrific commercial. You know what? I'm
Kanye's just cracked the code.
gonna play
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, play it.
I'm just
I didn't
gonna,
see it.
You know,
I read about it, but I
I'll
didn't
just
see it.
occasionally go off the rails
He definitely goes off
and
the
make a
rails.
ton of money.
He only did one ad too.
And it was $7 million to get that on there.
30
Jeez.
seconds was $7 million.
Because of Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift was in it.
This gay, and this my commercial. And since we spent all the money on the commercial spot, we actually didn't spend any money on the actual commercial. But the idea is I want you to go to Yeezy.com, YEEZY.com, and I'm gonna write it at the bottom of the screen. And I got some shoes, and that's it.
I'm buying off Yeezy.com right now.
I'm gonna have to go easy.
He just is nuts, but
It worked.
Great
It
move.
worked. That was the only commercial I
That was like
I
when he
wanna talk
wrote his
about.
last album. He moved into like the Superdome.
Oh
It was
yeah.
just
Yes.
like had like a penitentiary. In
When's
the
his album
Superdome.
coming out?
It came out.
The new one?
Yeah, it dropped already.
Is it fire?
It's like all over the top 100 chart, but
Can I listen to it on Spotify or?
I
Because remember the last one you couldn't.
I respect that.
It's mid, but as
It
typical Kanye fans, they just rally behind the fucking guy and put him wherever he
mid?
wants to go.
I thought it
Kanye
was
and
really
Kyrie. Those
Like I like
craziest
Kanye,
fans.
but I don't know. Album just wasn't my vibe. That's all.
I thought it was gonna be good, but take your word for it.
Every song's with Ty Dolla $ign.
That sounds dope.
Yeah, it is, but it's like,
Wasn't Future in one of them?
I'm sure.
Oh, I'm in.
Yeah, Future.
I'm
The Future
in.
one sounded
I'm
dope.
in. Yeah, you say Future, I'm in.
We're back, and we're going to make our bets. This week, it is the Genesis Invitational, the debut of Sunday Red.
Sun.
Not Sunday Red, but Sunday
Yeah.
Red.
What's up with that?
Sunday's 2 words. You didn't know that?
Well, he also wants to
don't
do
like it.
SDR instead of SR. You know,
That doesn't make sense to me.
I don't like but the logo is getting a lot of backlash. I understand, not the best, but when you see it on his hat and his shirt and his sweater, it doesn't look that bad, does it?
It doesn't look that bad.
It's
no.
not that bad.
For the first time in Tiger's life, like the clothes fit properly, and he looks good.
Yeah, the clothes
Yeah, he
fit
does.
nice.
He does pull them
Clothes.
off nice.
He does it fit. I don't know. It looks the same as the Nike stuff to me.
I mean, Tiger looks
If
good
he
in
wears
anything.
that
Tiger
off
of
the
late
course,
has
it's
fitted
not going to
nice.
look as bad as baggy jeans, free runs.
Yeah, but he's
and
not on the off the course. He's still going to wear
Yeah,
baggy
that's true.
jeans, free runs,
sure, yeah.
and
He
the
still
same
has
color.
all those wash pair of jeans. Those
Yeah.
weren't Nike.
I thought I could get away from having to see that, but I guess not.
No,
He still
definitely
has
No,
a navy
no
blue
chance.
sport coat he's going to wear over a t-shirt.
not. Yeah,
Don't just stop talking.
but yeah, the debut of Sunday Red, the debut of Tiger this year. No cut.
Yeah.
He's gonna get 4 rounds.
That's so sick.
He looks rough, in my opinion. I know you guys.
I thought he
said
looked
it-
better.
I don't know. His
Not
swing looks
swing
rough.
wise, but just like face wise. He looked healthier.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He
I
didn't look
guess-
as puffy.
What are you talking about? His face has been looking nice and plump.
Yeah, but not as plump this week.
I heard through a podcast. I can't remember. It was either a doctor or a podcast that was saying like Tiger has a surgically repaired knee to the point where he has a shorter leg.
Right.
So he's always going to have some sort of a walk because he's got a shorter leg.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
He's got to rom it a little.
Yeah. But his
Yeah.
swing just doesn't look like it's there. And this is, of course, he hasn't historically played well in, which I don't understand.
He hates it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why
I don't
doesn't
know
he play well? It just doesn't
I
fit his
think
eye?
visually, he hates it.
It's
Yeah,
such
he
a
never
good
plays
course
well.
for him.
Is it though?
He doesn't play well on turtleback greens.
It's an iron game, though. It's an iron
Yeah.
course.
But the tee shots are just awkward. I feel you're always
They're so straight.
putting this little.
I think
box.
now because he has to hit driver all the time too. Like he can't hit his stinger 200, 300
And I-
yards. So that makes it
There's a
hard
lot
for him.
of draw holes off the tee.
That's why, but when he was younger, he should have played well there. He never did. He's never won there.
Yeah, he never has played well.
He didn't play here until he started to sponsor the event.
Yeah, because he never
because
won,
he
right?
sucked here. Yeah.
It's all dogleg lefts.
That would probably explain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like every hole dogleg's
guess.
left.
Yeah, I guess so. I feel like every hole is like, I feel like so many of those holes are just dead straight. Every time I've like seen it, I'm like, this hole's awkwardly straight. This hole's awkwardly straight.
The
Yeah,
whole
I always thought it was straight too.
So straight.
the whole front nine is very right in front of you. You can kind of start the ball and curve the ball anywhere. But once you're into the back nine, it gets a little bit more tree line.
which hole's
in
the
that-
dog left?
Every hole at Riv just has some little gimmick.
Yeah, I just don't know. I just, for the life
is
of me,
weird.
can't understand why Tiger can't play well
It is
there.
odd.
I like that he has a course he doesn't play well at.
Because, this is Poana Greens.
him a
Like, he
little
grew up on
human.
Poana Greens.
Yeah, he should
It's
be.
Kikuya. He grew up on Kikuya.
Right.
If he wins here, I think it'd be one of his most impressive wins in the latter half of his career.
Yes. This is a course that typically people who have played well continue to play well at.
Which is why I'm going to put the boat on Homa in a second here.
Yeah. And also on the other breath, it's a course where someone who doesn't play well here historically continues not to play well here. Tiger Eldrick Woods. And so
Eldrick Taunt Woods. His
What?
middle
Where
name's
the hell
Taunt.
did Taunt come from?
I
His
thought it was-
middle name is Taunt.
I thought it was Tiger.
It's isn't it?
No, it's Taunt.
Tiger's always been in that quotation marks.
Never heard of Tom.
Yeah. You
Wow,
guys, how have
Taunt?
you guys not heard Taunt?
It's kind of like Kobe Bean.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
Wow,
Taunt.
I've never
How
heard
do you
of that.
spell Taunt?
T-O-N-T.
What the hell?
That's crazy.
It's really close to taint, so
I
you
know.
got to
I
make sure
thought
you
you were
don't
just
mix up
saying
the
No
it's
wonder
a
he
two.
doesn't
British
talk
accent.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. I don't know how I didn't know that.
I expect this crowd to have that info.
Yeah, I did
I'm
too.
utterly shocked I didn't know
that.
I'm going to yell Big Dick Taunt tomorrow when I'm watching.
yeah.
The leaderboard last year was really impressive. It goes, this is a top 15. It goes
Didn't Homa get
top
second?
14. Yeah. So Homa last year cried on the podium
Yeah,
last year. He's like,
that's
I can't take this guy down, even though he beat him by one for the day. And Rahm beat him. It was John Rahm, Max Homa, Patrick Cantlay, Will Zalatoris, Keith Mitchell, Colin Morikawa, Sahith Theegala, Matt Kuchar, Adam Svensson, Gary Woodland, Jason Day, Scotty Scheffler, Harris English. It's a hell of a leaderboard.
Stacked.
That is good.
This is typically where the big boys come to play, and this year there's no cut. I expect nothing less. The year before, here's the top 10. Joaquin Niemann, Colin Morikawa, C. Young. I'm going to assume that's Cam Young, not Carson Young. Carson was a rookie last year, so it
I
must have been
believe it
Cam
was
Young.
Cameron.
Yeah.
Victor Hovland, Adam Scott, Justin Thomas, Scotty Scheffler, Maverick Neely, CT Pan. Wow, CT Pan. Max Homa, Ches Reavie, Roy
CT Pan
McIlroy.
played well at this course.
Yep, Xander Schauffele.
It's almost impossible.
So this is where the stars show up. And so I expect nothing less. This is a great tournament, one of my favorites. And I can't wait to watch it. Should we, any other comments?
This is, I'm spot on with you. This is one of my favorite tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
as
a
an
good one.
LA SoCal kid, one of the best tournaments around. Very difficult to walk and watch, though.
Hogan's Alley.
I know, it is hilly.
That walk
But-
up 18 will knock the wind out of you.
They say it's one of the flattest courses once you're out on the course, which is good for Tiger.
It is very flat.
Yeah, I
Once
think
you
it's
get out
pretty
there.
good.
And
And all
they
the
have-
holes are close together.
They have that little center place where all the holes you take a right, it's
Yeah.
a par 3, then you have 4, they're all interconnected. It's a great tournament experience to go watch if you do want to
Yeah.
go watch. And this is kind of the first event they go all out with all the stands, actually waste management. But other than that, they have booths and stuff like that. So great event. Any other comments, or are we ready to go into our bets?
I'm just ready to see a few guys shoot 80 this week.
Let's fire from the hip.
All right, let's do it. Kyle, because you have such fandom and we would hate to take your bets from you, go ahead first with your free bet. That is a bet that's minus 150 to plus 150, and the governing body here can determine if you go outside the lines if we allow it.
And I can take as many as I want
Free
on the
bets,
free
yes.
side,
You
right?
can take
Yes.
as many Sahith bets as you want.
Okay, we're going easy here. Max Homa, top 20, minus 140. Like you said, the people that play well here play well.
Jeez,
He
these
is-
odds are that low?
Yeah, it's kind of nuts, right?
That's kind of crazy. Okay.
He is, defending champion in his own words. And I just love Max's game. I cannot see him finishing outside the top 20. I actually think he's going to have a chance to win.
I
Yeah.
actually think Max Homa is back to back to back because Neiman is also on the live.
Oh, you're right. You are right.
Yeah. That's the year Neiman won this with flying colors, I believe.
Yes.
Shot 62 first round.
And for my second bet, this is out of sheer fandom because I don't think this is a good golf course for this man. That is Sahith Theegala.
He finished fifth
Top
last
20
year or whatever
plus
he finished.
125.
He played great last year.
You just can't hit it 90 in any direction here without hitting a tree. So
If the greens are firm and the rough is slightly up, it's gonna be
Look,
tough.
he He was 18th in strokes gained tee to green last week.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad as it looked.
It was not as
Oh,
bad.
I
as
mean,
it
sorry,
looked.
off the tee.
He had-
18th off the tee,
Oh,
which I
That's
don't.
crazy. Yeah.
I don't
He had to
understand.
hit a few irons from like 200 close.
Yeah,
to
no,
get,
he
to
was
get
like
up there.
fourth
Yeah.
tee to green, but like just off the tee he was 18th, which I don't understand.
That's crazy.
I watched nearly the whole event. I don't get it, but
I
anyway.
just
Yeah.
think
I
you're
mean,
playing
these
a
guys
tighter
must have been
course.
driving it like ass last week.
Well, the thing is, when he hits the fairway, he makes birdie.
He literally
Yeah.
does.
That's true.
And he didn't hit it. He hit it in spots where like he made birdies.
Yeah.
He would hit it
even
out.
in the rough.
Well,
Like
he
on-
hits it to the widest part of the golf course, but here that almost doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
issue.
True.
On 18, you could have dropped him in that right bunker. He was hitting it in that bunker every
Yeah.
round, no matter what.
Because he wasn't
Yeah.
not going to
Water
hit
left.
it anywhere else.
He wasn't going to go to the water left. Which in theory, you could figure you could just start it over the water, like Wyndham starting over the Pacific Ocean, just move off of it. But anyways, okay. So Sally Thigala, what was the bet?
Plus 125, top 20. He just said that he liked Meadowlark. Saw that on Instagram. And this course, reminds me a lot of
I saw
Meadowlark.
that too.
Reminds you of Meadowlark.
Very tight, quirky.
Okay.
Got to be able to work the ball.
Is that your only bet?
That's my only bet.
Sorry, before we continue, I gotta go into how much money we make in our fake $1,000 bets. Kyle last week made over $1,000, so he's now up $587 for the season.
Jeez.
Stin made hit one of his bets, and his other bet pushed because Patrick Rogers withdrew before the tournament event started.
Push is
So
a win.
That was a push. Push
That's
is
a good win.
And he also bet on Sahith Theegala over Adam Scott, who finished 8th in that event. So that was sneaky tighter than it looked. He made money on that. So Austin is up $667 for the season. I am up $2,873.
Just casual.
Whoa, sneaky. Just snuck
Sneaky.
that in
I
there.
did top 10 for Sam Burns plus 105, 110. And then top 10 for, top 20 for Sam Burns. And top 10 for Scotty Scheffler minus 150. Nico lost $1,000 last week. He is now negative $1,750 for the season.
Yep.
Keep your chin up, kid. Don't worry
Made
about
money
it.
in real life, though. That's all that matters.
Made money in real life betting on Sahith.
Yep.
So Nico, let's redeem yourself.
we're
Go ahead
gonna
and pick
redeem
your
it.
free bets here.
Free bets of the week. I'm going to go Tony Finau, top 20 plus 105.
Ooh.
Good juice.
And then I'm going to also add in a little Adam Scott plus 110 top 20.
I do like that one as well.
I think those are pretty free.
Adam plays well.
I'm just going to try to chip away at my debt here.
Adam does play well here.
And he played well last week in waste management.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
Sneaky
did.
played well.
Okay. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. Stin?
This is just for fun because I have to take this bet. Tiger Woods over Charlie Hoffman plus 165 tournament matchup.
Wow.
I had to steal it. But my real bet is Nick Dunlop over Gary Woodland. Gary Woodland has yet to show me a positive finish on the PGA Tour since he came back from his major surgery. So while Nick Dunlap did not perform well in his last event, as long as he can shoot about 4 over for the event, I think he has it. Another one I'm going to throw at you guys is because Patrick Rogers didn't play last week, there has to be something going on. So I'm going to fade him again this week. I'm going to take Kurt Kitayama minus 112 over Patrick Rogers tournament matchup. There's a lot of things I like here just because if you can find a good ball striker over a poor ball striker, you have really good odds this week because this is a ball striking machine or ball striker's paradise, you could say. Another one I like, I'm going to throw some action down on this too, is Nikolai Hogard over Jason Day. I just want to
How
fade
dare
Nico
you.
for no reason, really. And another honorable mention is going to be Sung J M over JT Poston because we are off Bermuda and Sung J M is a great ball striker.
Sungjae hasn't
Smart.
had it.
Yeah, he
He hasn't
not.
had it. Yeah, he
He
really
used to be
hasn't had
the
it.
cash cow, and now he's
Yeah.
just terrible.
There's another kind of interesting one out there that I noticed. Kevin Yu over JJ Spawn. JJ Spawn's
Ooh.
former caddy is now on Kevin Yu's bag, so there could be some bad blood there.
Wow,
Zeke
good
is on
intel.
Kevin Hughes back.
Zeke's on Kevin Yu's bag, yeah.
Good intel.
So there might be something there. I mean, Zeke might want to take down
I have to
JJ
make
a little
call
bit
to
more.
Zeke and see where his boy is at.
Yeah.
See what Kevin's headspace is.
I mean, after
right
the
now.
first round of Torrey, he might be in a little bit of a downfall because he has not performed well since
Didn't
that first
Kevin,
round.
you almost win the Nick Dunlap Open?
I believe he did.
Amex?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was right. He went crazy that last round.
He bogeyed 18, or he would have got first place money. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Uh huh. So
Johnny,
those
what you got?
those are I'll get to the money dispersion a little bit later, but those are some of the honorable mentions.
So-
Sure you don't have any more? That wasn't really that many bets.
You're not.
I can give you a few more. I think Sam Burns over Tony Finau this week is absolutely free.
yeah.
I mean, Tony Finau on Poana
There are some good ass bets on that.
fast Poana
Yeah, there's
greens.
some good matchups.
Yikes! I mean, Tony Finau could have 40 putts.
Your friend just took him top 20 plus 105.
Well, he's also fading his friend with Jason Day because we know
Yeah.
what his bets
Yeah,
about
I
to be.
don't like your
I
bets.
mean,
over
yeah.
there.
I mean, we went over the money made this year, and we saw where Nico is at, so I chose to fade that man.
You're fading me and Jason Day. How
Yeah.
dare you?
Well, if I'm fading Jason Day, I'm fading you. So
That's true. Just wait.
Okay, I'm going to go with, and I cannot believe no one has taken this man yet, and that is Wyndham Clark.
Thought about that.
Wyndham Clark is plus 125 for a top 20, but because he is like my really, really safe bet, my super duper safe bet, I'm going to take him. No, he's minus one. Man. I'm going to take Wyndham Clark at top 20 plus 125.
Can I give you my qualms on Wyndham Clark?
Yes.
We just spoke as to how every hole's a dog leg left,
Yeah.
and Wyndham exclusively is signed to hitting a fade.
Right.
And also, you can't really start the ball wide at Riv, can you?
yeah, you can. Look at the first hole.
Have I just only watched tight holes at Riv, or am I just afraid when I'm looking at that place?
The one tight hole off the tee box, or I mean, there's a few on the back, but 15 is one of the hardest par fours there, and it's a dogleg right. Only
They
Yes,
do-
dogleg right.
18's the greatest hole on the planet for Wyndham. Just-
They do grow the rough
15
out
and 18.
pretty aggressively on that course, and it's like Kikuya. And so I forget who I was with.
If the ball sits down in Kikuya, it's
Yeah.
just death.
I was sitting with a tour player who was like on his way back. Scott Pinkney last year at the really random. But last year I was sitting with Scott Pinkney. We sat for like an hour or two, talked, and he was like, "This course is so tough because it plays really firm. They tuck the pins, and literally you cannot go for them if you're not in the fairway." And he's like, "That's what makes this course tough." He's like, the greens are so small, and typically when we're in the rough, we can kind of just run it up, land on the front, take our 2-putt, get out. He's like, you don't get that at Riv.
Yeah, I
So-
feel like Riv has like a lot of elevated greens,
Elevated
or issues
greens.
or trouble in front.
He brought that up too. He's like, there's a lot of elevated greens, and they're small, and so when you're in the rough, you don't want to go long, so you're just kind of cooked, and you're just trying to figure it out.
And with elevated greens, you get a lot of fall off.
Right. So I'm going to take him top 20 plus 125. Next, I'm going to take Tommy Fleetwood plus 105. We haven't seen him since the win.
Love Tommy this week.
I like that.
Yep. He draws the ball. He hits it high, which I think is going to be really helpful on these smaller greens. I do think Stin doesn't think the course is going to firm up. I think the course is going to firm up. It's been pretty warm
Yeah,
these last few days, and you just don't water. Like it can
Yeah.
firm
been
up pretty
sunny.
quick. And then my last one is I'm going to take, this is my ultra free bet that I think everybody should jump on. I normally am not too confident to be like, take my bets, but this week I think it's just too obvious to take Keegan Bradley, top 30, minus 125.
I love that bet. I was trying to see if I could get juice on him top 10 for my bad bet, and his odds are too high. Keegan plays well here. Winner
Keegan-
here.
And he's finished
All strikers course.
11th at Pebble Beach. He finished second at Sony, which again, it was the playoff, right? And so he's in good form. He's a good player. The one time I bet on him this year, he did finish 40th at the Farmers Insurance. But he's a great player, great ball striker, and he's sneaky. What do you think he is in the world?
I think he's a lot
40.
higher than
I think
we
he's probably
think.
top 25.
I was going to say top 15,
Take
top
a guess.
20.
Just a number, Stin.
23, Jordan year.
23.
Just because he's sponsored by Jordan.
36.
36.
16.
15.
What?
He's 15th in the
Wow.
world.
What the
I had
hell?
a feeling he was pretty damn high.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So, like, really, he's like 25.
Yeah,
Really,
because of
he's like
tight lip
32,
guys.
Yeah.
but he's still a top player in the world.
But if he's getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I saw that DJ is now ranked like 252 in the world.
What's Cam? Cam's got to be a thing.
Cam's also just a billion.
So Keegan is 15th in the world and 15th in the world, including this field, because live players can't play this. And he's 25th in odds. That's just
send it.
that's juice.
Something doesn't add up.
That's juice right there. So
Good bet.
that is my final bet. All right, Kyle, what's your bad bet of the week?
My bad bet of the week, I simply just see too much value in this bet. And that is Grayson Murray, top 10, plus 2,000.
That is a lot of value.
That's some value.
I mean, I don't the guy's a winner. He just won.
He's been playing awful
Plus
since.
2,000 for a top
That's a
10?
lot for a top 10.
I had to just go down the list instead of taking my usual some schmuck to win that finishes 5th.
So these are his last few events.
I don't want
So
to hear it. I just want to go off a feel here, Josh.
miscut at the RSM.
God damn
That
it.
was last year. First at Sony Open to start the year.
Woo!
Miscut at the American Express. Tight 66 at the AT&T Pro-Am. Remember, no cut. Waste management miscut.
Is it too late to take back my bet? I'm committed. I'm pot committed.
I love that.
Grayson, hook a brother
Take
up.
us home. All right. Nico?
Only get one bad bet, right?
Only one.
Well, then you know I'm gonna have to go with my boy Jason Day.
2.
2. I will not go win,
Oh.
but I'm gonna go top 5 plus 900.
Okay. This is the week he wins.
Well,
More
you know,
fabric, baby.
then he's in
More
the top
fabric.
5.
All right.
Playing it safe with Jason Day this week.
Sin?
I'm going to hit one of these one day. Tommy Fleetwood, first round leader, plus 600.
I
That's
really
only plus
want you
600?
to hit a first round leader one
Yeah,
day.
I mean, it's going to happen.
That's crazy.
Wow, Russell Henley's playing.
How did he get in?
He's good. He's like top 20 in the world.
Yep.
Okay, well, thank you for answering my question.
Wait. This is just because it's an option. I'm now totally out of my last bet. Tiger Woods, first round leader, 20-1.
Oh.
That is just
First round leader.
the horrible odds.
If you believe in the script is in for that one.
There's no
But
chance
I am
he's first round
all
leader, though.
aboard. Tiger, first round leader, 21. It should be 80-1, but I'll take it at 20-1.
I will be there
It was
tomorrow,
80 to
and
1,
I will
yeah.
whisper that in his ear. That's what I
Tell
need.
him that I have it. He'll know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I need you to lead first round.
That'll motivate him.
Yeah. Get him inspired
cash
out
on
there.
My bad bet of the week is Sepp Straka. I could take him plus 600 for top 10,
Do it.
but I'm
You're
going to take him
more.
top 5.
Let's go.
1600.
Let's go.
His last few events,
1600.
Tour Championship, tight 6, BMW, tight 10th, DP World Championship, which is a tough event, 22nd, Hero World Challenge 2nd, Century 12th,
Hero World Challenge.
miscut at the Farmers, 26th at Pebble Beach Pro-Am. He's a great player. He's a great ball striker. I love watching him play golf, and I hope he's there on Sunday. So I'm going to take him top 5 plus 1600.
That's a fantastic bet.
Appreciate
I'm all
that.
aboard that train.
I like Sepp.
All right, let's allocate our money. We got 5% on this laptop, so
We better hurry.
we got to skedaddle.
I'm ready to fire my bets.
All right, go for it.
So I got Max Homa minus 140 top 20 for $400. I have Sahith Theegala plus 25 top 20 for $400. And Grayson Murray top 10 plus 2,000 for $200.
Grayson Murray.
$200.
Yeah. Give me 4K this week, Grayson.
Oh,
That'd be
man.
sick.
When he won, he was like plus 45,000.
Yeah, it's true. All right, Nico.
All right, I'm gonna go $600 on my boy A. Scott for top 20 plus 110. Then I'm gonna go $300 on Tony Finau top 20 plus 105, and the rest on my boy J. Day. What was he plus? Hold on. J-Day top 5 plus 900.
Well,
Cool.
we hope that Jay has a day, baby.
Yep.
Please do. He's due.
He's doing a lot of Malvin stuff this week.
He's been doing it like every week
I
in
guess so.
California.
But this week is, yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
In his
LA though.
hometown.
He probably is
Malvin's
doing
in
a lot.
LA.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of LA
Our boy
stuff.
Wall
That's
Street
why I only put
hit us up.
$100.
Did he?
Wall Street hit us up to go to the Malbon event, and I didn't respond to him. And I feel like a shitty human now.
Yeah,
He's
you
such a
are,
nice-
because we
he's
could have
such a
met Jason
nice
Day.
being.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could
Could've
have.
met Jason Day.
Nico could have taken a picture with Jason Day.
I would have told him that, play hard this
Jason Day would have taken a picture with Nico. Okay,
week. Yeah,
that's how
true.
the story goes.
That's true. That's what I tell everyone.
All right, cool. Stin?
I'm a heaving
Yeah, it's
$931 onto Kurt Kitayama over Patrick Rogers minus 110.
Okay.
And I'm
$931.
Rogers playing?
hucking $69 on Tiger first round leader, 20-1.
69?
So you had 7 bets, and you're only taking one of them?
Yeah, I mean you gotta put it in your most trusted bet. And that's,
You made it sound like you're ready to dabble a little bit on everything.
I
yeah,
thought you
but
were
that, I
going
mean
10
the,
bets, $100 each.
I was going to hate my
I would
life
like
to be
that.
like, I got to do the work on
I mean
this.
laptop has 3%. I had to get it in quick.
That's
fair.
That's fair. 4%.
4%.
The
It's
disrespect.
going quick.
Wyndham Clark plus 125 for myself. I am putting $200 on that. After you guys talked about it, I kind of don't trust myself on that one. That leaves me
Wyndham's gonna win now.
Yeah.
$400 to put it on Tommy Fleetwood plus 105.
Love that.
I think Tommy
And-
could win this week.
That's another $300 on my very safe bet, which I should put more money on the safe bet now that I think about it. On the underappreciated Keegan Bradley minus 125, top 30. That leaves me with $100 on plus 1,600 Sepp Straka.
I love that. Bang bang Straka gang.
Top
Yep.
5.
Bang Bang Straka Gang.
That's nuts.
Let's get that man there.
Oh, Bang Bang Straka Gang is good.
Bang Bang Straka Gang.
All right. That is our bets. And
Yeah. Honorable mention though, I'd love to see Seb Straka and Shane Lowry in a boxing match.
that would be. We talked about last year at the Ryder Cup. We're like, if they got in a boxing match, Team Europe's winning.
Team Europe's winning 100%.
And that was your explanation as to why they actually won the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
Drinking, fighting, golf.
They all win.
With sweats.
They just win all.
Team
Yeah.
Europe.
I think that's it, boys. I love spending Valentine's Day with you guys.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah. There's no other people I would spend it with.
Should we go to a local dive bar?
I'm already at one.
Valentine's?
Josh said he should do
Still
100
house.
burpees right now, but I think the rest of us go to a local dive.
We can watch him do burpees at the bar.
Yeah, you guys do you. Kyle, don't call me sir. We love you guys. Thank you guys. That was a Bad Balance podcast.
You're welcome.
Don't
Shout
serve
out
me.
to Jack Johnson.